this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Oh, he's going to take. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jurrell Casey in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Marcel Darius in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be as...
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And some space here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Jets there in on the stop. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Rivers now from the 50. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They come up in an offset eye. Now Rivers. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A strong running. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever.
Well, we all know that the instinct is to fight for every possible yard and try and pick something up. But every now and then, you've got to know when to turn off your instinct. Okay, in this situation, find a way to go down and save some yardage. I mean, quarterbacks do it all the time, right? Play up, we don't have it, just take the sack, fight for another down. In this case, though, he kept trying to make something happen, and that loss of yardage, it changes field position, changes everything you're trying to do on offense, really puts him in a bad spot.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cowboys. Larry Fitzgerald, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he is not going to make it to the goal line, so the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Rivers, flushed out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Rivers to throw it. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. James Harrison coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 1 receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing Rivers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 4th down, Rivers being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Rivers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. But I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is RG3. Rolling to his right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They come up in an offset eye. They run. It's Williams. They'll give him a yard on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I tell you, on that first glance, I thought he got it easily. But the mark was not a real favorable one. As it turns out,
and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Victor Cruz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of the running game. 37 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. Now Griffin. And he rifles one incomplete. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll run it with Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second down following the incompletion. again on 2nd and 10. It's Griffin. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Griffin. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Play fake. Rivers sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out here in the eye. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the
touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's across for the touchdown.